Hey, what's up guys? Kevin here from Snowboard Pro Camp with
Chris from Homeless Whistler Camp.
And in this video, we've got 5 tips to help you guys improve your snowboard turns. We're gonna do a longer list, but we thought we would just take the absolute best 5 and cram those into a video.
Yeah, 5 alive.
5 flavors of Skittles.
Oh, nice.
So what's the first tip again? Oh yeah.
First tip, backhand.
The first tip is to take your back hand and keep it over top of the tail of your board. The first thing that this is gonna do is it's gonna keep you more balanced over your board because it keeps your upper body square to your snowboard. And the other thing that it does,
This makes your toe turns so much easier.
yeah, and it also helps you to steer your toe turns better.
Jizz. Beautiful.
Zing! So how does it feel with your backhand over your tail?
Feels good. Oh, you mean when I was riding?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you feel so much more balanced, especially on those toe side turns. You can feel a huge difference.
Does the toe turn come around faster?
What should I say? Yes? Yeah, it definitely does.
So coming up down here, guys, we have a lot of really bumpy terrain, so we can practice using our knees to absorb those bumps. And this is gonna really improve your riding because by absorbing those bumps with your knees, you're gonna keep your snowboard in contact with the snow, which is gonna give you more control, and you're gonna be able to, yeah, do nice smooth turns through bumpy and uneven terrain. Let's go give it a try.
Word.
You wanna follow me?
I'd love to. To the end of the earth. Work those knees.
I think the key to riding those bumps is to just use your knees independently to absorb them. And by using your knees independently, you can, start to bend your front knee as you come up to the bump, and then bend your back knee as you come over it, and then you start to straighten out your front leg a bit, and then your back leg. So you're constantly just alternating with your knees to keep your board in contact with the snow. So what's up next?
The next tip is doing nice even turns down the mountain. So when we're going down, make sure you're spraying an equal amount of snow out on both edges as you're turning. Both turns should be nice and symmetrical, more or less, and this is just going to make the workload on your body way easier.
Right, because I think typically people like to stick a bit more to their heels.
Yeah.
So then you end up spraying more on your heels, less on your toes, which then makes your legs more tired on your heel turn.
Yeah, at the end of the day, the front of your legs are just dying.
Yeah. All right, so let's go down here and we'll try to get our turns nice and even.
Good, let's do this. So yeah, your turns are looking super even. What's your trick? What's your little thing you're doing in your head?
So the thing I'm doing in my head to keep my turns even is counting. So I'm counting to 3, trying to get those turns nice and even. On the steeper pitches, counting a little faster to make smaller turns. And then on the wide open, bigger turns, counting to 3 a bit slower.
Cool, and do you have any tips for people that can't count to 3?
If you can't count to 3, you can maybe hum a song.
Duh,
Da 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 do do do. heels, heels, toes, 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 heels, 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 heels.
Just don't move your shoulders so much in the turns.
The next thing that can really improve your snowboard turns is to actually practice riding switch, because by riding switch, it makes everything more difficult again, and you really have to focus on each part of the turn. Then when you take it back to your normal turns, you're more aware of all those things you're focusing on, and it actually improves your balance too. I always find that after I do like a couple laps of switch, my regular riding feels much better.
Yeah. I think switch is so important for all parts of riding. If you get comfortable at it, it's just going to make almost every single aspect of snowboarding easier, more fun.
Yeah, switch is important. Yeah. All right, let's see your switch. What's the most important tip for somebody who's just learning to ride switch?
So you just want to take it back to the basics, go on some easy terrain, get nice and centered, take each turn one at a time, nice and slow, and get comfortable before and after each turn. And most importantly, you gotta believe. You gotta believe! Believe you can ride switch! Yeah! I believe I can ride switch. Please don't put that I believe part in the video.
I won't, don't worry.
Okay, good.
Okay, so the final tip, and this is something that I've always used to challenge my riders to really take their snowboarding to the next level, and that is to ride up side banks. So by riding up a side bank, it's going to put more pressure on your snowboard, and it's also going to make steering more difficult. And to turn down the side bank, you really got to use your front shoulder, drop it down that bank to get your board steering back into the run. And a quick safety tip, guys, is you always want to make sure that when you're riding up side banks, that there's not going to be anybody back in the run when you ride into it.
And if you want to go crazy, you can even try riding up switch.
Woo!
Or is that for the next video?
All right, I could do a couple switch.
All right. So how was that switch?
I believe I can ride switch.
You found a big difference between riding those normal and riding a switch?
Yeah, it depends on what side the bank is on. So when I'm riding goofy and the bank is on my right side, I really gotta drop that shoulder more back into the run to really steer. But when I'm riding switch and the bank is on my right side for like a heel turn, I feel like even though switch is harder, it's easier to ride at banks on your heel side. So yeah, really good practice doing it both ways. Cool. Quick recap, what we do. First off,
hand over the back.
Hand over the tail, yeah, improve the steering and balance. Second one, using those knees through bumps.
Yeah. Third, equal turns.
Third, equal size turns, yeah, using our edges to spray snow, more control. Not using so much effort on our heel edge, distributing that over both.
Yep. Number 4, riding switch. So just trying to do one run a day, do a whole day switch.
Yeah.
It's gonna help so much with all aspects of your riding.
And then finally, the bank challenge, riding up banks.
Yep.
I think that's a huge one. That's like when you're confident riding up those side banks, I think that's like a sign that your riding is really improving, because it's difficult. And believing in yourself.
Yeah, if you start to sing while you're riding, chances are you're having fun.
Awesome, guys. So for more videos, I'll put a link to the subscribe button. I'll also put a link to the free ride playlist, where there's a lot more videos that'll help you with your snowboard turns. And if you're interested in checking out our gear. I'll put a link down in the description to where you guys can find all of our snowboard gear and check that out. Maybe not the dice pants.
The dice pants are the best.
Cool guys, so be safe out there riding. Thanks Chris. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Peace, 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 peace and love, 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 love trumps hate, hate.